Well, Jason, talking at the end of another busy week, and after the defeat at Rochdale, it's not often that we've suffered consecutive league defeats. So very important that we got back on the winning track against Colchester, and particularly having conceded the early goal, must have been delighted with the reaction.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously disappointed with the particularly the result at Rochdale after sort of losing to Swindon. We didn't start particularly great. We were as a management team, we're a bit disappointed with how we set ourselves up in the opening sort of 25, 30 minutes against Rochdale, and sort of to find ourselves 1-0 down and not really playing the way we have been playing this season was disappointing. And we picked that up and changed a few things during the game and got better as the half went on. And then obviously we're disappointed with the sending off of Richie. And it was obviously back to the wall second half. And to come back from 2-0 down and to be 2-2 in the last minute would have been a great achievement, and would have been obviously very, very happy with that. But then to lose in the last minute was heartbreaking, and it made it a very sort of solemn journey home, and made it a bad weekend because we'd had a terrible journey up there on the Friday. But I think the reaction from the lads is always something that you don't doubt, and they came back strong on Tuesday, even despite the sort of adversity of conceding in the first minute. But I thought after that we played some real good football. We put them under pressure. We managed to hit back with an early goal ourselves, and I thought it was one-way traffic from then until obviously the penalty decision, which was a big call from the referee. And unfortunately for the lad, he got sent off, and I felt for him a bit on the night because it was his league debut. But obviously, he stopped the ball going in, and the rules are the rules. So I thought from then on, going 2-1 up, it's always difficult against 10 men. I hate playing against 10 men, to be honest, Tony. And but I thought we showed good control, and I thought despite sort of a couple of chances that we gave them, overall we were in control. And once the third goal went in, I thought we sort of ran out quite comfortably in the end. But great to get back to winning ways. A difficult place in Colchester, and to put another 3 points on the board is massive for us at this stage.
And if you'd said at the end of October we'd have been in sixth place in League Two, at the start of the season, people would have bitten your hand off.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we all would have, and as a club, we're going into the unknown. It's something we haven't been in before, but as a management team and as a group of players, we're confident in the setup that we have and the players that we've got. And we certainly haven't gone into League Two with any fear, and I think we've given a good account of ourselves, even in the defeats that we've had. The teams that have beaten us have known that they've certainly been in for a tough ride, and hopefully we can continue that and go into Saturday's game full of confidence and looking for a good performance first and foremost, but hopefully a good result as well.
And talking of going into the unknown, tomorrow home to Walsall, team that we haven't come across, haven't played before in competitive football at all. What's your views on that game going into it?
Well, they're obviously a big league club that have been at a high level and have found themselves in League Two recently. But they've got a new manager at the start of the season and brought some new players, a new squad, and it took them a little while to get going. They were disappointing probably for them early season, but in the last sort of couple of months they've really come on strong. And if you look at their last sort of 4 or 5 games, they're unbeaten in the league. And we know that we're in for a very tough game on Saturday. They've got some good experienced players for the level, and we know that we're going to have to be right on it to get something from the game.
And from our point of view, so coming off the back of the Colchester game, what's the team news in terms of injuries? Yeah,
obviously we've had a sort of tough sort of spell of Saturday, Tuesday games, so that's taken a little bit of a toll on the squad over time. But Eastie was back training this week, and Louis John trained as well, so we'll probably make a late call on them in the morning, depending on how they are. But yeah, obviously Harry's picked up a shoulder injury and had his operation today, so hopefully that's gone well, and we can get him back as soon as he's able to. But obviously Harry's going to be missing for a little while, and obviously Richie picked up his red card last week and he's suspended for the game, so it gives opportunity for other people to put their sort of stake a claim for a place, and we're going into it in good spirits for tomorrow. The boys trained really well this morning. Real buzzy session despite the weather. I think at one stage the rain was coming in sideways, but it doesn't deter our boys at all. We had a real buzzy training session, and looking forward to tomorrow's game.
And you said earlier about a dreadful coach journey up to Rochdale last week, and I think you and Matt both feel that that's possibly had a bit of an influence on Louis.
Yeah, well, I think we left the club the coach left the club about 9 o'clock in the morning, and we didn't get up to Rochdale till sort of gone 5 o'clock. So it was a horrible journey on the way up there, but I think that's the joy of travelling anywhere in this country on a Friday afternoon. The M1 and the M6 aren't very kind at times. But I think sitting on a coach for that period of time hasn't done sort of Louis any favours. I think his back was very stiff, and he felt his hamstring a little bit at the start of the game. So, precaution as much as anything else for Louis to come off and just make sure that it didn't turn into a more serious injury. So, like I say, he started training again this week, and he's hopeful of being involved tomorrow. So we'll make a call on that tomorrow, and there's every chance he may play.
But with all the injuries, it sort of shows again the strength of the squad, particularly up front. You were able to sort of change the front two on Tuesday night with no noticeable effect.
Well, we're in a good place at the minute in terms of Omar, Donovan, Richie, Tanto, Toby Show-Silver's back fit now. Those five in particular. Adding to that, Craig Dundas is still knocking on the door for an appearance. But we've got good competition up there, and we can play any two of the five together and know that we'll be strong. So I think Omar and Tanto gave us a good platform on Tuesday night, and obviously we'll be looking to pick the best two that we feel for tomorrow to give us the best platform again.
Looking at midfield, we obviously got Craig out. We've got Harry out at the moment. Craig, as you say, might be in contention for tomorrow, but Kenny Davis back on Tuesday night, and that was a big bonus for everyone.
Yeah, it's been big for Kenny. It's been a frustrating time for him, to be honest. He started the season well, and obviously picked up a slight injury before he then got hit with COVID, and that really knocked the stuffing out of him for a few weeks. And he came back, and then unfortunately tweaked his hamstring a little bit in training. So he's been out for another couple of weeks. So to get Kenny back fit, training well, and back involved with the squad is massive, because he's a big character, and he's been great for us ever since we've taken over at Sutton. So Kenny's a leader. He has a good influence on the players around him, and it's great to get him back involved. Yeah, definitely.
And talking of leaders, Rob Milson took over the captain's armband on Tuesday night, and as I said afterwards, avoided the captain's curse that had affected Louis John and Harry Buteman in the previous two games. Yeah,
actually had the reverse effect. I think he set up one, and scored the other one. So the gaffer joked with him before in the team talk that as he was captain, he could take free kicks, corners, penalties, and the like. So he pretty much did that all night. But Rob's a top pro, and he's had a great career, and he's still hungry to keep playing, and he has a great influence on the younger players, especially. Everybody in the squad looks up to Rob and respects him as a person as much as a player, and to give him the armband, he was happy to take it, and he led the team well on Tuesday night.
And looking again at tomorrow's game at home to Walsall, last Saturday home game against Port Vale was a fairly memorable one, and there's no reason why tomorrow shouldn't be the same. Big crowd and good opposition.
Well, yeah, and the crowd have been fantastic. It's been great to get the numbers that we have done. I mean, even the other night, I think on Tuesday we took nearly 300 to Colchester, and that what I'm noticing more than anything, probably because we didn't have crowds last season, is they seem to be getting louder and louder as the weeks go on, and there's a voice there, and they're singing. So we certainly hear it, and we really appreciate it. So hopefully tomorrow we can have another big crowd and good numbers, and they can get behind the team again. And it's for us to obviously give them something to cheer about and sing about, and so far we've managed to do that. So hopefully we can do that again tomorrow, and the team can inspire us into another 3 points, hopefully.
And after tomorrow, following a busy month, probably not too disappointed not to have a midweek, or probably not too disappointed to have a midweek without a game next week, and a week to lead up to the FA Cup.
Yeah, I mean, we've had 3 weeks with Tuesday fixtures, and like I say, it's sort of taken a little bit of a toll on on the squad in terms of we've picked up a couple of injuries and a suspension here and there. But that's the season that we're in and the league we're in. So the squad that we've got is capable of getting on with it as such, and we've got more than capable people coming into those positions. So, but yeah, definitely going on your question, that the having a Tuesday off will be good for the lads. It will give us a chance to just get the bodies back together and give us a good build up, ready for the FA Cup game next week.
Thanks very much, Jason. We look forward to tomorrow's game as always against Walsall. Good luck, and we'll catch up with you after the game.
Great stuff. Cheers, Tony.
Cheers.